In the late 1950s, the nations of Africa and the nations of East Asia stood at a similar starting point. Ghana, then the richest country in sub-Saharan Africa, had an income nearly identical to a war-scarred South Korea. One lifetime later, Korea's output has grown tenfold. It transformed itself from one of the world's poorest and most aid-dependent nations into a donor nation, becoming the first country in history to move from aid recipient to aid donor in one generation. What separated them was not resources. Ghana, and indeed Africa, had more gold, cocoa, and fertile land. What separated them was human capital and productivity. Korea invested relentlessly in its people and converted that investment into value. I have been to Korea twice in my presidency, so I know what I'm talking about. And 2 days ago, I had a long chat with the president of Korea. The Korea story is not merely a lesson from history. It is a mirror held up to every developing nation, including ours. Across Africa, productivity grows at barely 1%, maybe at best 1.5% a year, while Asia grows at 3% to 4%. 12 million young Africans enter the labor market every year, with barely 3 million formal jobs awaiting them. No continent can shoulder that weight on stagnant output. Africa will not be lifted by the abundance of its resources, and we have huge resources. We have the largest reserves of natural resources. We have vast reserves of energy resources, including renewable energy. We have huge opportunities for value addition, value creation, but this continent of ours will be lifted by the productivity of its people. Nowhere is this challenge more urgent than here at home.